Your rent is late. Your things go outside. Now.
But sir, it's 7 p.m. The banks are closed. I can pay tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Cash now or everything goes in the rain.
Mr. Mustafa, you're making a mistake.
Are you threatening me? In my compound?
I'm warning you. Last chance. Unlock my door. Wait until tomorrow. And we forget this ever happened.
Or what?
You'll find out.
Now, how did we get here? How did a quiet, respectful tenant become the woman who would bring down Lagos' most feared landlord? Grab your popcorn and settle in, because this story is about patience, strategy, and a daughter's 8-year mission to get justice for her father. Alhaji Mustafa owned a compound on Adelabu Street, Surulere, Lagos. 22 rooms, shared facilities, expensive rent. His rule was simple. Rent was due on the 1st. 1 day late, lock changed. Property thrown outside. No exceptions. Sister Ngozi learned this the hard way. Single mother of 3. Came short by 15,000 naira 1 month. Begged on her knees. He refused. Next morning, everything outside in the sun. She slept at the market for 3 weeks. Then there was Mr. Okafor, 73 years old, retired civil servant. His pension delayed 2 months. Alhaji didn't care. Lock changed. Property seized. The old man begged on the street to raise money. Developed hypertension from the stress. Died 6 months later. People said it was the stress. Alhaji said it was old age. But everyone knew. For 15 years, Alhaji terrorized that compound. No mercy, no humanity, just cruelty disguised as business. Until she arrived. Her name was Mrs. Adeyemi. Came on a Wednesday afternoon in October. No agent, no referral. Do you have rooms available? Alhaja Khadija showed her room 7. Small, cramped, expensive. Mrs. Adeyemi didn't negotiate. I'll take it. Paid 6 months up front, cash. Alhaji was suspicious. Who pays 6 months without negotiating? But money silenced his suspicions. Mrs. Adeyemi kept to herself. Polite, punctual with rent, worked from home. But there was something different about her. She didn't fear Alhaji. Everyone else flinched when he passed. She just nodded politely and kept moving. It unsettled him. People who aren't afraid are dangerous. 3 months in, the shared bathroom pipe burst. Water everywhere. Tenants reported it. Alhaji said he would fix it when he had time. 2 weeks passed. Nothing. Mrs. Adeyemi knocked on his door firmly. The bathroom pipe needs fixing. It's been 2 weeks. I'll fix it when I'm ready. If it's not fixed by tomorrow, I'll hire a plumber and deduct the cost from next month's rent. Silence. The other tenants nearly fainted. Alhaji's face turned red. You do what? That's within tenant rights under Nigerian tenancy law. Would you like me to quote the section? Law? Tenancy rights? No tenant had ever mentioned law before. I'll send someone tomorrow, he muttered. She walked away. The tenants were shocked. Who was this woman? That night, Alhaji couldn't sleep. His ego was bruised, and bruised egos are dangerous. Alhaji waited for his opportunity. 5 months later, it came. March 1st rent was due, but February 28th there was a nationwide banking glitch. No transfers, no ATM withdrawals. It was all over the news. Mrs. Adeyemi couldn't pay. March 2nd, 1 day late, Alhaji changed her lock. When she came home, her door was padlocked. She walked to his door, knocked. He opened with a smile, the smile of a man who'd been waiting. Your rent is late. The banks were down. It was on the news. I don't watch news. I watch calendars. You are late. How much to unlock the door? 50,000 restoration fee plus rent. Total 250,000 naira. I'll have it tomorrow. Tomorrow? No. Cash now, or your things go outside. It's 7 p.m. Banks are closed. Your problem, not mine. That's when her expression changed. Not anger, something colder. Mr. Mustafa, I've been patient, but you are making a mistake. He laughed. Are you threatening me? I'm warning you. Unlock the door, accept payment tomorrow, we forget this happened. Or what? She looked at him for a long moment. You'll find out. That night, he threw everything outside. In the rain. Clothes, documents, electronics. She stood there, looking at her scattered life, then pulled out her phone, made one call. It's time. Proceed as planned.
Next morning, 9 a.m., 3 men in suits knocked. Mr. Mustafa Ibrahim, Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning, we received a complaint about illegal structural modifications. Alhaji's stomach dropped. Who filed the complaint? The man checked his clipboard. A Mrs. Adeyemi. For 3 hours, they inspected, measured, photographed, documented. You have 14 days to provide building permits or face demolition and a 5 million naira fine, plus 8 million to bring the structure to code. 13 million naira total. 2 days later, tax officials arrived. Unpaid property taxes 2016 to 2023, 3,400,000 naira. 3 days later, environmental health, sanitation violations, 2 million naira to fix. Then, fire safety, no extinguishers, illegal wiring, 4 million naira. In 2 weeks, 25 million naira in bills, all at once, all from different agencies, as if someone coordinated it. One evening, Sister Blessing was on the phone. That wicked man is finally getting what he deserves. Mrs. Adeyemi approached. Sister Blessing, did Alhaji ever do something you'll never forget? Her face darkened. My daughter Chioma was writing JAMB. I came short 20,000 naira. Begged him to wait 2 days. He locked us out the night before her exam. She couldn't get her documents. Missed the exam. That was 2 years ago. Mrs. Adeyemi pulled out her phone, showed her an email. Scholarship offer, full tuition, accommodation for Chioma. Sister Blessing's hands flew to her mouth. How? Let's just say I know people. The whisper started. Who was this woman? 2 weeks later, Alhaji was desperate. Bills piling up, officials refusing bribes, connections going silent. He found Mrs. Adeyemi in the courtyard. You did this. She looked up calmly. I reported violations. That's every citizen's right. You coordinated this. Who are you? She stood, still in her voice. Do you remember Mr. Okafor? Who? Stephen Okafor. Lived here 8 years ago. You evicted him during a pension delay. He died 6 months later from stress. His face went pale. My father. Your father? The 73-year-old man you humiliated. The man who died because of your cruelty. She picked up her book, tears streaming now. My name isn't Mrs. Adeyemi. It's Grace Okafor Jr., named after my mother, who died from grief 6 months after my father. You took both my parents, and I couldn't bring them back, but I could make sure you never do this to anyone else. Alhaji's legs buckled. Please, I'm sorry. Call off these agencies. I don't want your money. I want justice. What do you want? I want you to feel what my father felt. Helplessness, desperation, fear. Alhaji fell to his knees in front of all the tenants. Please, I have a family. So did my father. I'll change. Just make this stop. Grace looked at him. You want me to stop? Fine. 2 choices. Option 1, pay all fines, go bankrupt. That's justice. Option 2, sign this compound to a housing cooperative. Tenants become co-owners. You keep your other properties, but lose this one forever. Alhaji looked around, at the tenants, at the compound he terrorized for 15 years. No choice. I'll sign.
1 week later, lawyers came. Documents signed. The Surulere Tenant Housing Cooperative now owned the compound. Legal. Irreversible. Tenants were co-owners. Rent for maintenance. No more tyranny. Grace approached Alhaji one last time, handed him a card. Grace Okafor SQ. Senior partner, Okafor and Associates. Specialization, tenancy rights and housing law. You're a lawyer? I spent 8 years building a career to fight landlords like you. I documented everything, built an airtight case. Why go this far? Because my father died thinking he was worthless. I couldn't bring him back, but I could stop you. She turned to leave, paused. Every tenant you evicted, 18 people, I'm representing them in a class action lawsuit. See you in court. She walked away, leaving Alhaji broken. 3 months later, the compound transformed, plumbing fixed, walls painted, children's play area. It was home now. Sister Blessing's daughter got her scholarship, thriving. Other victims got compensation. The cooperative worked. People were happy. Grace moved out after the transfer, but the tenants threw her a party. We thought angels only existed in the Bible, Sister Blessing said. Thank you for fighting for us. As Grace drove away, she passed Alhaji, stopped, rolled down her window. I didn't do this for revenge. I did it for change. I hope you learn. I hope you become better. She drove off, leaving him with one thought. Power is never permanent. Cruelty always has consequences. And sometimes the people you hurt come back stronger. There's an adage that says, he who digs a pit for others will fall into it himself. Alhaji thought he was untouchable, but power without accountability is just tyranny waiting to collapse. Grace didn't just defeat a landlord, she dismantled a system. She showed that even the powerless can become powerful, not through violence, but through knowledge, strategy, and patience. So if you are in power, landlord, boss, leader, remember, the people you step on today may bring you down tomorrow, not because they are wicked, but because they are human, and every human has limits. Alhaji learned that the hard way. Treat people like they matter, because one day they might be the ones who decide whether you do. You've been watching Cherry Media 24, where every story matters. Stick around, the next one is already on the way.